Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be the greatest day of your life. You know, this may be difficult to fathom, but think about this for just one moment. 3% of the world's population earns approximately 97% of all the income there is to be earned. So if the total income was $100 and there were 100 people around the world working for their piece of the pie, $97 would go to 3 of those people, and the remaining $3 would need to be divvied up between the other 97. Now, why is it that such an enormously high percentage of working adults around the world share just a small sliver of that pie? You know, I believe the answer is simple. We are creatures of habit. You know, most of us have been conditioned to compare ourselves to the world around us. And unfortunately, that can cause us to want to fit in and be average. You know, and then we view our lifestyle as being within a range of what's comfortable and comparable to those around us. You know, but there's a big problem with doing that. When we compare ourselves to others or to what we've done in the past, we're limiting ourselves instead of creating an idea in our mind of what is possible. We think only about what is obtainable. You know, and then we end up setting goals, financial and otherwise, that are safe. Goals that will put us just a little bit ahead of where we are right now. And you know, the problem isn't that you can't meet those goals. It's that you know or you think you can. You see, you're not going to get wealthy by inching your way there. You get there by going after big financial goals. Goals that excite you and make you feel good every time you think about them. That's what will propel you forward and allow you to multiply your income rather than receiving small incremental increases. And don't get too busy working to be rich either. You know, there are 2 kinds of income, active and passive. Now, active income refers to income you receive from performing a service, such as working for a paycheck. Passive income is cash flow received on a regular basis, requiring minimal effort for you to maintain it. And you know, most working people, approximately 96%, think that having a job is the most important thing they can do to create wealth. Now, this is an antiquated idea. It trips up more would-be millionaires than almost anything else, in my opinion. You know, getting a job and trading your time for money may seem like a good idea. However, when you recognize that time is your only non-renewable resource, you'll see that it's completely counterproductive to trade your most valuable commodity for a set amount of money. You know, if you have a job, you only get paid when you're working, and if that's your only source of income, it's going to be very difficult, in my opinion, if not possible, to attain true wealth. Now, if you add passive revenue streams to your income, you'll be able to make more money around the clock, leveraging your time to its fullest advantage. You know, think of it this way. If you plant a seed, doesn't it grow even if you're not there? Or doesn't the river flow while you aren't looking? Money works in exactly the same way. And you know, prosperity is available to anyone who chooses it. Creating multiple sources of income will permit you to multiply your present income by providing service above and beyond what you're presently providing at your primary source of income. You know, it's a concept that's been adopted by almost all very wealthy people. It's an income from multiple sources, not multiple jobs, okay? It's a way of adding a whole new dimension of excitement and fun to your everyday life. You know, while you're becoming very wealthy and creating your own economy, you're working with an idea that you're in harmony with. You know, and the compensation you receive from each of the additional sources you set up could be minimal, but over the course of a year, it could equate to $1 million. It could be a lot of money. You have no idea. I'm telling you what, money cannot speak. but it can hear. And if you call it, it will definitely come. And I'm telling you what, setting up multiple sources of income is easy to do. You just need to sit down and think about it. You're thinking to yourself right now, well, Doug, I don't know how to set up multiple sources of income. I work a job and I'm busy at my job and I'm not quite sure. Well, you know what? Sit down, write it out on a piece of paper, come up with some ideas. I'm sure you can choose several that you love, want to do, and that you have confidence in. And I guarantee it, when you're doing something you love on the side, it will reward you not only financially, but psychologically and emotionally. You know, your mission is to become financially free by earning money from multiple sources of income. This is income above and beyond your current job, vocation, career, or livelihood. It could be a vertical or a horizontal market extension of what you do, a brokerage or selling information or something else. You know, you may know something, have a knowledge point where you could put it out on the internet. People will pay you to know more about what you know so they can better their circumstance. And it really only takes one big idea, well executed, to harvest a cool $1 million. Well, Doug, $1 million is a lot of money. Well, let me tell you something. In our economy today, $1 million is not a lot of money. And if you were to meet 3 millionaires for every single minute that you live for the rest of your life, you know what? You could not meet them all. You know why? Because in our economy, millionaires are created faster and unfortunately, they're dispersed faster than ever in history. So there's tons of opportunity to be able to create tremendous wealth. It's important that to know that you don't have to hit the ball out of the park on your very first swing. And that's the whole thing. People think it's all or nothing, and it's not. If your first attempt only generates a few $100s a month, that's a significant step in the right direction. You know, it doesn't mean that that's all you can do or that's the best you can do. It's just the first step. You know, and we live in this world today where people think, hey, if I didn't hit it out of the park on the first swing, it's not going to work out and I'm not going to do it anymore. Well, you know what? That's a quitter's attitude. And if you quit, that's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. So you need to step up, you need to sit down, take some time, 15, 20 minutes of your day. That's really a small piece of your day. Write out some additional ways that you can create income for you and your family. And right now you might think, hey, I don't have any ideas. But you know how you get ideas? You sit down with a piece of paper and you start writing, and you'll be really surprised at what comes out of your mind. You have an incredible value add that many people may be willing to pay money for. You have no idea what's available to you until you try. You know, you just need to create the picture in your mind of how you'll live when you reach your income objective and understand that the creative process has begun. Now that you're seeing it in your mind, you know where you want to go. Sit down with that piece of paper and pen and start writing. You know, start writing out, hey, these are some ideas of how I can earn more money besides working more at my job. And then number them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write out 5 ways. It can be crazy. It can be easy. I'm telling you, you have a value add that's incredible, and you have things to offer the world. And when you have ideas that you feel comfortable with, and then believing that you can become financially free is something that can happen for you, it's very easy. And the new habits that this creates for you will create new results. You know, when's the last time you sat down and thought about making more money? How do you know you can't unless you try? You know, most people don't do that. Most people don't sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil and try to write out ways they might be able to earn more money. But I'm telling you what, how do you know you can't earn more money until you sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil, writing out what it is you think you might be able to do? Incredible ideas may come across that paper, and I'm telling you what, it can change your life like night and day. You just need to try. And if you aren't full of ideas and full of thoughts around this topic on your first attempt, set a recurring meeting up with yourself every day, 10 minutes. You're going to sit down with a piece of paper and a pencil, and you're going to write out as many ideas as you can think of for creating passive income. This is not ways you can create more money by working more at your W-2 job. This is additional things you can do outside of your current career that will allow you to bring more money in on a weekly, daily, monthly basis. Whatever it is, the time frame is indifferent, and really it doesn't matter as long as more money's coming in. Now, friends, I know you can do this. Sit down, give it a shot. You know what? That's how we win. We try. You don't know you can't do it until you try to do it. And if you don't succeed the first time, try again. Because you know what? We don't quit. And you're not going to get wealthy or have the fantastic life you want by quitting. By quitting, you're going to get nothing. By trying, there's a chance. And as long as there's a chance, let's work towards that chance. Let's make it happen. Every great thing that ever happened in this world was initially an idea. Then it became, when it came into fruition, the results and the winnings, all the money and whatever it is that comes along with that, are realized. And you can get there. So friends, I care about you. I think you're amazing. I know you can do this. Just sit down. Think about some ways you can bring some additional income in for you and your family. It's the way you'll create wealth. It's the way that you'll have a better financial circumstance. Now, I'm not saying money can buy happiness, but try living without it. Have a wonderful day, friends. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk about some more really great stuff.